Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the... ...21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
March 56. I got him.
SOS. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey. Shoot.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Set. Look. Squeeze. 30 base.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
On second down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Come on,
so a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 56.
Yo, go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Rolling and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
All day.
Protein spill.
A first down carry for Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Hey, shelter.
Mike, 45. Here we go.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Set up. 50, plant.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ain't no such thing.
Bravo. Yo, be grip.
Jones now operating from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the mark. 90-yard base. Watch the slant. Back. Check the backer. Check. Joker. Save.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on, set. 91. 58, the Mike. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's the sack. And he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got room. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better be ready.
Get a roll. West. Showing it. Like it. No. Off. Go. Check 99. Check 31. Check 31. Jam. Shim. Under 10.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter.
Ready, set. 58, Mike. Watch the curls.
Check 13. Check 13.
Samuel. Nickel. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
This is Breda.
Check.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action now. Brissett.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Got it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, orbit.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Check your hot read.
Now.
Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Go. Ready.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, but it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yep.
54.
Hey, watch the ball.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to
Smooth.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Get it.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's checking.
Man.
Crash.
Look at me. Zipper.
Is that yours?
Shoot.
Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
We got double up, double up.
Whip.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He's coming. Double up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set hut. 60 out low. 98 to Mike. I'm coming. You're out. Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
61, match box. Let's go.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
That's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
56.
Now. Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Still on his feet. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. 6. Check 6 guys. Check 3. Check 9. Pick the edge. Come. H3. 2-8-2. Come. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Check 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Watch the shift. Okay. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Run, foot.
Out of the gun for Sam. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Check 24.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Bravo. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got it.
They go play action with Percent. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Of the plays that have been called.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 16-yard line.
Set, ready. Buzz. Pittsburgh. We ain't got it. 58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. 58's the Mike. 50, the Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Ready. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, shit up. Shit. Check 43. Watch twist.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
6-6, pull it high, snap.
2nd and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On the draw, this is Barkley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
70, Indy. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Play fake. Hussein. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Good set now. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball.
Switch.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
They can't see
Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
90 Wolf.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 3. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
SOS. Hey, check Mike 45.
Let's get the ball.
Hey!
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. 98. Squeeze. 98 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 3. Under crunch. Hey, alert 3. Alert. Shoot. Watch out.
They run with Breida.
Check. Switch. Back.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Down. Ancient Gator. Any weapon. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a hard. Joker. Save.
Check.
Watch the twist. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
198. Watch the out.
On play action, Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Brissett.
Check 31.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
There we go, nice move.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Under 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
6.
Brissett sets to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
Well, I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this
Ready.
point.
18 Gator.
56. I got one.
Hey.
Here's Jones on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ready.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Yeah. Ready.
Now Jones on first and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man,
Go.
I got you.
Get it.
Jones back to the air on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
65. 65.
Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Go. Twist. Watch twist.
Check.
They'll begin the drive with Breda. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Okay, ready, 58. You're out, Mike. Get ready. Hatchet. Switch. Yeah. Bump.
He's coming.
Leo.
He's coming. We got double up.
Rock. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears. Watch
And
the
as they
shift.
come
Watch
to the
shift.
line, they
Hey,
will not
watch
be
the
able to
shift.
get
Watch
off
the shift.
another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Go to base.
We got double up.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Watch that.
They run again with Breida.
Lockdown, baby.
And they'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Right zone. Travel. The mic. 58's the mic. Tag ready.
On third down, Brissett. Giants target Samuel. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Deuce. 66. Bullet. Top. Check 6 guys. Charge. Check 3.
Check 9. Quick dad. Quick. Come. Out. Hey.
They'll toss it to Breida. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Niners 35, Giants 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the double.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly took what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. On first down, Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
10-2 stop. General West.
A 3-yard pickup.
Hey,
Brings up
Wahoo.
2nd and 7.
Big grip.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Topper.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for two.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
Ready.
56 to Mike. 56.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Ready. It's the Pittsburgh. Hey, pick your game up. Smoke smell. Let it go.
A first down throw for Brissett. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Brissett. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Shift. Watch the.
Yep.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 29, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
45 to Mike. I'll get him, get him, get him.
Get it.
Jones now throwing on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Don't need it all back at once. You figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jones. Throwing on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
45's the money. Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.